What's on your mind? Great powers, huh? I'm skeptical. Thought you'd be too. Especially if this thing wants to turn you into, what, a half squid? Then again, you can pull it off better than most. You've got to be kidding. You really want me to become a partial illithid? Wasn't a decade in Avernus punishment enough? This isn't the way. I think you know that deep down. You have my answer, all right? What's on your mind? Especially... Then again, you can pull it off better than most. You've got to be kidding. You really want me to become a partial illithid? Wasn't a decade in Avernus punishment enough? Oh, I'm that easy to manipulate, am I? Where's that bloody worm? Stick it in my eye before I change my mind.
Life pulses from within. The parasite's thoughts whisper at the edge of your mind. It wants to share itself with you. It wants to be let in.
Go on. Don't be afraid. It only wants to help you evolve.
A coldness seeps through the tadpole's essence, courses through you. Where it touches, your flesh, glands, organs contract and flood with pure thought. You feel different. Your body has never felt more connected. Your mind present in every flex of a joint or muscle.
Perhaps, once the others see what you can do, they will consider trying it for themselves.
So, we owe our lack of tentacles to one of the very creatures that kidnapped us. At least my lack of tentacles. I'm not sure what's next for you. Don't look at me like that. I know what you're going to say. The answer is no. No. I remember how it hurt when I turned into a vampire. My body writhed and warped while I was utterly helpless. The grip of death owned my heart as it beat its last. I don't want to turn into anything else. I can't do that again. I can't watch my body be taken over. I am not. I just don't want to lose my God's given good looks, really. Wouldn't that be a crime? I'm really not sure. Fuck off! I can tell what you're doing. You will not break me down. What can I do for you, my friend? I'm really not sure. Damn it. Damn you. All right. I'll do it.
Life pulses from within. The parasite's thoughts whisper at the edge of your mind. It wants to share itself with you. It wants to be let in.
Go on. Don't be afraid. It only wants to help you evolve.
A coldness seeps through your veins as the tadpole awakens. Its yearning almost unbearable. Your mind is a veritable feast. The tadpole's essence courses through you. Where it touches, your flesh, glands, organs contract and flood with pure thought. You feel different. Your body has never felt more connected. Your mind present in every flex of a joint or muscle.
Perhaps, once the others see what you can do, they will consider trying it for themselves.
Hello, my dear.
So,
There's been a mind flayer inside the artifact, or astral prism, the whole time we've had it. Sounds like utter madness, even though I've seen it with my own eyes. The more I learn, the less I understand just why I was sent to retrieve that thing. But it matters little now. I do not serve Shah anymore, nor the Mother Superior. The prism is no longer my mission. Saving my parents is. But I digress. Did you want something? I haven't even dared to use the more benign forms of illithid powers. Do you really think I'm eager to jump to the next step? Do you know what this entails? Well, of course you do. But I don't want that for myself. Fine. I truly hope you're right about this. Be honest. What do you think of the new look? Well, I'm glad someone does. Perhaps I'll get used to it. I have a lot to get used to right now.
good looking.
Someone there?
What's cooking?
What a day.
Have a lot on my mind. Well, in it.
We must find where Gortash and Orin have established themselves, and take their nether stones.
Excuse me, I can't find my mum. She was sick. She had spots on her face and hands. She went to go get some herbs, and she was supposed to come back the same day. That was last 10-day, though. Oh, wow, thank you. Mum loved food like this. Simple is best, she always said. I'll look for her. I think she'll probably come soon. Thanks a lot.
Not asking for much, just a teensy
Nearly there
investment
now.
to get me started.
You see the city? Up on the hill.
It's up there and we're down here.
That's why we need to walk just a little more. One foot in front of the other.
Seeing that
There is so much wrong with that name.
I know, literally. But you'll be in a big, cozy bed soon enough.
You have anything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can
About
handle.
it. There's stuff here with no point
sweet
and
things
nothing
right
to do.
before bed.
You're going to have all the rest you want.
Amicus anima.
Stop sulking and start walking right now.
Destruction. The possibilities are endless. What do you get out of it?
Nearly there now. You see the city? Up on the hill.
Come to bask in the glow of the Moon Maiden's sword? Be most welcome.
This vessel is at thy disposal.
But the vessel only stares blankly. You'll need to make room in your party first.
This soul awaits thy Still breathing, despite everything. No one back home will ever believe this.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Nearly there now. You see the city? Up on the hill.
It's up there.
Never a dull moment. That's why we need to walk just a little more. One foot in front of the other.
You've been saying that for days. My feet hurt.
I know, little one, but you'll be in a big, cozy bed soon enough.
And you'll have anything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can handle.
I'm never allowed sweet things right before bed.
Sometime we'll make an exception. As long as you stop sulking and start walking right now.
What do you get out of this? Well, it's the right thing to do, isn't it?
Nearly there now.
Everyone deserves the
You can see the
chance to
city.
enjoy.
Up on the hill.
I see it. But it's up there and we're down here.
That's why we need to walk just a little more. One foot in front of the other.
You've been saying that for days. My feet hurt.
I know, little one, but you'll be in a big, cozy bed soon enough.
And you'll have anything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can handle.
I'm never allowed sweet things right before bed.
This one time we'll make an exception. As long as you stop sulking and start walking right now.
Think about it. They're stuck here with no coin and nothing to do. You're going to hire all the rest.
Nearly there now. You can see the city. Up on the hill.
I see it. But it's up there and we're down here.
That's why we need to walk just a little more. One foot in front of the other.
You've been saying that for days. My feet hurt.
I know, little one, but you'll be in a big, cozy bed soon enough. Nearly there now. You can see the city. Up on the hill.
I see it. But it's up there and we're down here.
That's why we need to walk just a little more. One foot in front of the other.
Saying that for days. My feet hurt.
I know, little one, but you'll be in a big, cozy bed soon enough.
And you'll have anything you want for supper. We told our son that this is a holiday to spare him the truth. We don't have homes to go back to.
I'll give
Nearly
up
there
now.
now. You can see the city. Up on the hill.
See it? It's up there and we're down here.
That's why we need to walk just a little more. One foot in front of the other.
Seeing that for days. My feet hurt.
I know, little one, but you'll be in a big, cozy bed soon enough.
And you'll have anything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can handle.
I'm never allowed sweet things right before bed.
This one time we'll make an exception. As long as you stop sulking and start walking right now. Nearly there now. You can see the city. Up on the hill.
Welcome to Rivington. South, Coast Way. North, Worms Crossing. Just a little more. One foot in front of the other.
Seeing that for days. My feet hurt.
I know, little one, but you'll be in a big, cozy bed soon enough.
And you'll have anything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can handle.
Never allowed sweet things right before bed.
This one time we'll make an exception. As long as you stop sulking and start walking right now. Nearly there now. You can see the city. Up on the hill.
It's up there and we're down here.
What to do? That's why we need to walk just a little more. One foot in front of the other.
Seeing that for days. My feet hurt.
I know, little one, but you'll be in a big, cozy bed soon enough.
And you'll have anything you want for supper. All the treats your tummy can handle.
Never allowed sweet things right before bed.
One time we'll make an exception. As long as you stop sulking and start walking right now.
Never a dull moment.
Nearly there now. You can see the city. Up on the hill.
See it? It's up there and we're down here.
Nearly there now. You can see the city. Up on the hill.
See it? It's up there and we're down here.
That's why we need to walk just a little more. One foot in front of the other.
Seeing that for days. My feet hurt.
What in the hells was that?
An earthquake, perhaps. Strong enough to rouse the dead, too.
Nearly there now. You can see the city. Up on the hill.
So, it smells the exact same. 10 years on, but still home. Incredible. Looks like your troops all trooped up. You'll need to send someone packing if you want me to join. Let's hop.
Nearly there now. You can see the city. Up on the hill.
See it? It's up there and we're down here.
Thou shalt return to me. Thou shalt have my blessing. Shira hath devoted her body and soul to Ilmata. Find her at the Open Hand Temple.
You feel a chuckle coming on, but it soon fades.
Stop sulking and start walking right now.
Baldurians! Stand with me against this tide that threatens to overwhelm us!
Please just go home. You're ruining a perfectly uneventful posting with this nonsense.
The Flaming Fists are supposed to protect this good city, but they allow trash and vermin to take our homes and goods. Oh. Another visitor, I see. Listen, we keep letting the likes of you in, soon there'll be no room left for any of us true Baldurians. My apologies. Now I hear you speak, I, of course, realise you're a local. Another bleeding heart. Piss off and take it elsewhere.
I'm not paid to debate with civilians. Oh, gods. Not another protester. Go talk to Nestor if you must. I've got plenty on my plate with these mewling geese.
Don't pay me any mind now. I'm just trying to make sure everyone gets fed.
And we won't have them.
I took you for one of them for a moment. The refugees, that is. You're a recent arrival for sure, still bearing dust from the road. But you have something they lack. Dignity. These wretches have nowhere to call home, nothing to live off but what they carry, and nobody to help them but themselves. And me, of course. Charity is a luxury. Fickle, occasional gestures from guilty hearts. I run a business. You'd be shocked by the sort of things they bring with them. Gold and jewels, they can't easily exchange. Heirlooms, rarities, sentimental items, even cremation urns. Alas, you cannot eat grandmother's ashes, nor can you easily trade a golden candelabra for a bowl of soup. That is where I come in. Liquidity. Their heirlooms for my gold. Difficult to get a good day's trade done when I'm expected to keep watch for Shadowheart at the same time. Who knows when she'll finally turn up? Is that so? Well, perhaps you should retrieve her then. There is an enterprise within the city that I help to support. I know I said I wasn't given to charity, but this place is dear to my heart. I'd tell you more, but they value discretion above all. As do I. There is an enterprise within the city that I help to support. I know I said I wasn't given to charity, but this place is dear to my heart. I'd tell you more, but they value discretion above all. As do I. You're like a dog with a bone, aren't you? Perhaps you are cannier than I first gave credit to be. I have some very special wares reserved for exclusive clientele, but I think you've earned a peek. Just a merchant. At least look at what's on offer before you embarrass yourself. Trade secrets. But I can guarantee you that nothing I have to offer was stolen. It was all given happily and willingly. Every last item.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
You smell very delicious. Ooh, more.
Worm's Crossing. We could be inside the city walls before long. And I could be back where this all started. I hope so. So long as I'm willing to stroll right into the Mother Superior's trap, they have no reason to not tell me where to go. Not quite. Above all else, protecting our base of operations in Baldur's Gate was the reason I had to surrender my memories to begin with. Or at least, that's what I was led to believe. We should look for someone to point me in the right direction. Otherwise, we'll have little recourse but to wander the whole city searching. I know what you mean. And under different circumstances, I'd like that too. But first things first, I'm afraid. Worm's Crossing is a choke point. If I wanted to intercept a new arrival, I'd find somewhere before the bridge, blend in amongst the crowds, and wait. Most people seeking entry to the city will be refugees. I'd look wherever they're gathering. Why, hello, lover. That sounded more debonair in my head, I'll admit. Do you need something? Your dance card is full. Lose a partner and there'll be room for me. Wonderful. I was beginning to feel a little left out. What am I to do?
Still alive. So that's progress.
The city is close now.
Young lady, Shadowheart.
My former peers will be watching, no doubt. Waiting for my return. We should do what we can to find them. What they know could...
I just lost a wager, thanks to you.
Who are you?
Someone who bet that you'd never be foolish enough to actually show your face in this city again. But here you are. And the gold in my purse is soon to take flight. There have been whispers about you, sister. About your faith, your loyalty, your company. I can't help but feel the strangest twinge of disgust as I look upon you. Is it true? Has Our Lady forsaken you?
I know the truth. I know my parents still live. Tell me where they are, and I have no quarrel with you.
I'm afraid the quarrel is unavoidable, thanks to you. Now I must report your reappearance. If you are intent on bringing matters to a head, then seek out the House of Grief in the lower city. Though, if I was you, I'd be very tempted to just forget it all and disappear. You have some form at doing so, after all.
Refugees can't stay here in Rivington.
So,
They're a danger
have
to
we
all
buried
of
the
us.
hatch? Good. I was just starting to miss the sound of your voice. Then that's where we need to go. My parents are in there somewhere.
Attention. Donations desperately needed for refugees. Every copper helps.
Donations? Do you know advice? The refugees. If you don't have anything to donate, you can get going. Nothing to donate? Then again, do kindly leave. Back again. If you don't have anything to donate, you can get going. Thank you. I'm sure your contribution will be greatly appreciated. You, turn around and toddle your way right back out of here. Everything in this barn has been donated for the refugees, not you. Now piss off. Look around you. These poor sods need all the help they can get. Now, are you going to clear off or not? Not unless you want to make a donation. In case little weasels like you come sniffing around. And you don't, after all they've been through. And with the army of the Absolute at their backs. If you can't see it, I'm not going to waste my time explaining it to you.
Heads will roll for this. This transgression. This injustice. Oh, you poor, naive soul. Let me tell you a story. A perfectly respectable businessman wants to bring his, well, business into this fine city. And what do? They talk some absolute horse bollocks about papers and correct filing procedures and threw me in this slum. I should be loins deep in Sharesh's caress by now, not waddling about in filth.
Don't know how we're gonna get Grunch into the city, wounded as he is. But we have to.
We've got to get Grunch into the city, but he's in no shape to travel. I wonder, what if we hid him in a big barrel and nailed it shut? Nah.
Whatever you need. I can't help you. Even talking is painful right now. Some goblin cultists were about to stumble on where those two bright boys were hiding. So I just kind of drew their attention. The bright boys got away, but I took a hit killing those gobbos. And it's taken its time healing. Thanks for asking, though. Don't worry about my wound. It gives me a reason to keep an eye on those tang. Don't worry about... Don't worry about my...
Now, mind your tongues. Leave Christine to me.
So, you survived. That's more than many of my kin can say. It's mainly anger that keeps me going. Zevlor was supposed to lead us, but he froze when we needed him most. I haven't seen him since the massacre on the road, which is lucky for him.
You're all right. My gods, you're all right.
Come here, darling.
I was so scared I'd lost you.
Me too. But we're here now. Safe. Credit where it's due. Bex, this is the one who helped me and the others escape.
This isn't the first time you've helped us. Saved our lives, really. Why? You make it sound so easy. But I know the lengths you've gone to on our behalf. We'll never forget it. Never, ever. Here. Take these for the road. It's the least I can do.
You made it here all on your own. It was touch and go. Some close calls. The cult have claimed every road between Baldur's Gate and Elfgard. But from what you tell me...
What? I'm bushed. I ran for days to get someplace safe, and then found out I'm last in line to get in, because I'm a hobgoblin. As if I could change that.
Hail, friend. Fine day, isn't it? Forgive me, you're in no mood to talk about the weather. Your journey here was a hard one, no doubt. Is this your first time in Baldur's Gate? Well, whatever you've heard, the reality might not be quite so rosy. Used to be you'd arrive knowing you'd a full belly and a warm bed waiting for you. Not anymore. These days, there's barely enough to go around. Add the refugees on top and, well, folk aren't feeling too generous. I've been asking myself the same question. I wouldn't be the first to interfere. Some well-to-dos in the city donated enough to see the newcomers right for the time being. Only they didn't bother helping everyone else. Locals going without while strangers feast. It stoked the fire, all right. Some Baldurians are kicking up a fuss round the front of the barn as we speak. If I wasn't wearing this uniform, I'd walk round there and teach them a lesson they'd never forget. Too bloody right. They've gone soft behind those walls, forgotten what it's like to struggle, living hand to mouth. I say we march round there and slit a few bellies, remind them how much worse things could be. What do you say? Why does it matter? Innocence makes the blood run clearer.
So, you're the lick-spittle who crushed the Bone Lord's thrall. Have you come begging, sniffing for our stones? Gortash won't like that. A throat his black hand can't choke the spit from. You'll need to bleed and carve this city if you want to turn him to grave meat. He shivers at the thought. When you find the Lordling, tell him Oren is watching.
So Oren is a shapeshifter. How long has she been watching?
You know who's really responsible.
You did what you could, Zor. I'm sure you did.
Sorry, Ike, but you're no bug. I'm really worried about Umi. They got me signed up to learn to make pots, which is dumb. I'd rather learn how to kill cultists. And I bet you'd back me up on that.
But from what you tell me, you can't leave Grunch behind easy compared to the rest of you. Just can't.
They wasn't thinking. Starving folk tend not to.
If they just lined up and taken their fair shares, we'd have had plenty for everyone.
If won't get us fed and watered. We got here first, friend.
You're welcome to whatever scraps we leave behind.
If you're here to fill an empty stomach, look elsewhere. Folks swarmed what little was odd, stuffing their pockets. Bloody animals.
Back off! I found these apples first.
Take the wood from the cart too. That'll be good for a fire, if nothing else.
Find us, bloody.
That might be worth a look.
He's as desperate as the rest of these savages. They just had the sense to move quicker than us.
Our people. What if this is the end?
And let them marshal all their strength
Then we
against
should
us.
end it on our terms. Not
I do not like our chances.
Rechtei Hathran Rust.
Welcome, friend. You find us on a solemn day. There is no need. All are welcome to remember the fallen.
Frey Valdiskdurovna. Frey Valdiskablast.
Our tribe left camp on a rescue mission. Only Alma and those you see here returned. The wretched undead.
Im Orak. Nete. Krasin. Netra.
I will say no more. It's not my tale to tell.
No. That shame is mine alone. We would not normally tolerate outsiders at a time like this. The Slayer of Ketheric Thorn. Well, these are strange times indeed. A fine trophy. Perhaps you would like to claim another. Baldur's Gate is haunted by many things, but one of its most insidious is the vampire Cazador. For years, his foul spawn have stolen away innocents at night, whisking them back to his palace. Recently, they struck our camp. They took our children, every last one. Our whole future.
We are monster hunters all. Our purpose is to kill beasts like these. But in our haste to save our little ones, we were rash. We charged straight into an ambush.
They tore us to pieces. Vampire spawn and werewolves. I have never seen a vampire's lair so heavily guarded. What's left of my tribe is wounded and broken. We cannot stand against him to save our children. But perhaps the Slayer of Ketheric could. The main entrance is blockaded, but there is another way. Near the park, you will find a broken tower, mid-repair. Climb the scaffolding, and you can enter his palace. It may be watched, but you will not walk into the slaughter that we did. Then we will settle for blood. Cazador must be destroyed. For the safety of the city, and to make sure no one else must feel our pain. If you do this, our entire tribe will be in your debt. On our honor, it will be repaid. May the gods keep you, and damn your enemies.
You must be exterminated.
This is the
Nothing less will do.
And if our
Then we should
children
end it
still
on
live,
terms, not hide what will happen to them if we attack.
I share your fear.
Hi. It's me, Yenna. You remember me, right? You were really nice to me before, and, my mum hasn't come back yet. She might come later. I don't think she's coming. Could we maybe stay here?
Yes! We can play Wonder Cup!
Yes! You've got a fire and everything! I can cook really good! Whatever you want! Thank you, thank you!
I'm just a cat. Please, talk to Yenna.
Why are you so nosy?
Please don't. Yenna is my best friend. She's kind. Help her, not me. Nothing good, I don't think. She was so very sick. Maybe she made like a cat and went off to spend her last life.
I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need some ingredients, and I'm gonna make something really good, I promise.
It's not enough. We have a gallery of villains to look out for, but now we could be infiltrated by a shape changer. I can't even tell if any of you are acting strange because you've been replaced, or because this group is full of weirdos. I won't lie. The thought hardly fills me with glee. Even with my newfound advantages, he's still an incredibly powerful vampire. But he's arrogant, too. If he does hear I'm back, he'll try to take me and expose himself in the process. Then I'll be able to strike. Neither will I, darling. At least I hope you'll come along for the show. But regardless, the plan is simple. Find him, stop him from gaining almighty power, and then really enjoy killing him. And if I can seize that almighty power for myself, well, all the better. Well, obviously I would. But you have so many followers. In that case, I'd be happy to tag along.
What are you doing? You and the Spawn should be at the palace, not here.
You do not decide where I should be. Not now, not ever.
You pledged to help us. Have you so quickly gone back on your word? Thank you. Now please go. We have lost enough time already.
I know tears will not bring our children back. There is nothing to forgive. It is.
Do not stand here and wait.
Deep and cool hills. Should we fortify the camp?
Then we should aim it on last strikes.
And let the marshal all their strength together.
To do.
Probably some carve or joint the knee of it.
Before you lies the unconscious body of a mind flayer, glistening and raw.
A newborn. Unattended. How fortunate. Oh, but it is. This one has only just transformed. It is weak, vulnerable. Its potential ripe for harvesting. Go on. Kill it. Absorb its power. Just like you did before.
What? No! I've had so little time!
Focus straight through.
I've missed this. Feel their anguish.
Survival is all that matters. see.
The creature was born recently. Its mind is still fresh. You can absorb its potential if you consume it.
My faith protects me.
Life pulses. It wants to share it.
Go on. Don't be afraid.
A coldness, the tadpoles that you feel different. Your body has never felt more connected. Your mind present in every flex of a joint or muscle.
Perhaps, once the others see what you can do, they will consider trying it for themselves.
Can't give up now.
Orin's little display was just intended to rattle us. We mustn't let her succeed, but need to stay alert all the same.
Just another crate.
Refugees, ill rumors, the food shortages. Can I help you? This is a private picnic.
Freshen your drink, perhaps? Fine day for it, eh? Got to enjoy things while they last, I suppose.
Exterminated. Nothing less will do.
And if we fail, who will stand between them and the innocent?
Another quake. What's going on?
It's the Elder Brain. There's something happening to it.
Something over there.
A new face! Something to send? Don't be shy!
Gortash is being named Archduke. Time to pay Worm's Rock a visit.
Welcome to Sword Coast Couriers. To send and to serve. Delivery not guaranteed. Well, we've had to change the policy. Hard to send letters by road when there's a rampaging army of fanatics bearing down on you. I'll tell you, it's left me in a right pickle. I've sent what I can by pigeon, but now something's attacking them and all. Become a postmaster, Danzo. It'll be easy. Nobody mentions having to spend your evenings hunting for pigeon carcasses, do they?
You sense there's more to his anxiety than a few missing letters.
Oh, well, one of the missing letters is my own correspondence. A personal matter, nothing serious. But you can understand if people think I can't even deliver my own letters, I'd be finished. Not the foggiest. Normally they fly true as an elven arrow. Something nearby is snatching them, I can tell you that much. I suppose there's no harm in you taking a look. Here's something to get you started. Bring me the letter, unopened, and you'll get the rest. Don't suppose you've, stumbled across those letters yet? Gomwick! That's a real shame. Fine courier he was. Stumped how I'll replace him. Most want to get into the city these days, not leave it. We've had to cut our courier services completely. Much appreciated.
That's curious.
The cult on our door, and you want to talk about bread?
Mummy? What's the worst that can happen if we get caught sneaking in? A few days in a jail cell? And for what? At least we'd have a bed. Even fight back.
A long way to go still.
Wish to live in more interesting times.
The corpse remains silent.
fine. You're the one who took the beating.
The Steel Watch will put a stop to them.
Those machine huts form a circle around us. As soon as the fighting starts, mark my words, we'll be on our own.
Works for the guild. Get away with whatever they like. A few days in a jail cell.
Please, in the name of the crying one, have mercy.
I've packed bags for myself
What
and
do
the
you
kids.
remember?
Ready by the
Eye
door.
colour, hairstyle,
You should
accent,
do the same.
anything.
But, Mummy, I don't want to leave.
And they were angry.
I know.
I don't care how big they
We'll be
are.
safe
I'll
in the
give them a
wild.
piece of my mind.
Scraps for days. You throw a fit when there's no hot water.
There's nowhere else to go.
There must be something.
Stelmane is dead. This does not bode well.
Pigeon feathers. Maybe from one of the postmaster's birds. Pigeon remains. Looks like it was dragged toward the temple. Could the missing letters be over there?
Front page material.
I thought we'd be safe in the gate. I heard the stories.
That would be a great headline.
We've got enough mouths to feed. We don't need your kind.
Our?
Fascinating.
Our kind?
Refugees. Outside.
At least let the children in. They've had nothing but scraps for days.
Readers will be outraged.
Take it somewhere else. My hands are full.
The Duke. Ravengard, I think. I heard he's a good man.
Heartless bastards! If they'd just listen!
Fascinating.
I'm not going anywhere. Not till they let us through.
Our readers will be outraged. This is front page material.
North Worms Crossing, South Rivington.
That will make a great headline.
Citizens only. I won't say it again.
Crime scene not open to public by order of the Flaming Fist.
I don't care how big they are. I'll give them a piece of my mind.
What's a day out there?
They work for the guild. Give them a piece of your mind and pieces of your body will be washing up in Grey Harbour tomorrow.
Bastards. Cannot believe they lost my husband. I'm helpless. At least let the children in. They've had nothing but scraps for days. This is the third time I don't talk about something else. Did you try that rifle?
Situation stinks. Steel robbers are usually decent enough. They take your gold, but they leave your ribs intact.
God never hurt him.
Yeah, well, this time they weren't feeling polite. They really put the boot in